feel about The Bachelor and The Bachelorette as a show?
Tell us about the Men Tell All and what you would tell the men who are on this. Well, now we know how to shut him up. Don't we? Let's just turn on the video camera next time he starts ranting. That's a good idea, isn't it?
That was 2.5 hours that I'll never get back. That I just watched that so I could be with you guys. It's 2.5 hours I'll never ever have back in
And
my life.
why are you so upset by it?
Because it's flawed.
It's flawed.
The
How is
whole
it flawed?
concept is flawed.
How?
Because you tell me why.
We love it
Why?
because it's romantic.
Is it a way to find true love?
Maybe.
No. In your heart of hearts,
Molly and Jason are married.
can you truly find...
JP and Ashley are married, almost.
Good. Almost. Good for them. How long did they date after this show?
At least a year.
Yeah. So why don't they call it not The Bachelorette, but the guy I want to hang out with and maybe get to know before I get married show?
It's too long.
Why do you feel that way?
Because there's 25 guys and the first 21 are losers. They just want the money. They want the fame.
Well, what happens next week? You think that Jeff loves her and Arie loves her, right?
I think they would like to think they love her.
But you don't think they really love her.
No, you can't.
You can't love a girl that fast.
Not with 25 other guys in the house. And not that fast when you're doing it in Curacao, and Prague, and London, and all these fancy places that normally, that's not how you date.
You don't think Sean loved her?
I think Sean was pretty sincere, yeah. I think he could see that he, with more time, could get to love her completely, yes. I will give you that.
What about Jeff?
Yeah, what do you think about Jeff?
I think he's a decent guy. But I think he's also a realist.
Which means what in this show?
Which means that he wants to be the guy that can get to date her for the next year before he knows whether or not they can fall in love.
You think he's really gonna make her date
I
for you?
don't think in this situation, with how old is her little girl?
6-ish.
When you've got a little girl in the picture, and they haven't met the little girl yet, there's no way you can get down on your knee and propose without having a chance to spend time with her daughter.
So you think the ending's gonna be her saying, "I can't marry you right now," or that's the ending you want?
No, the ending I want is for the show to explode and blow up because it's flawed, and it turns you guys into mush.
It's so romantic.
And so the only time I get to spend with you on Monday nights is if I watch this with you, and I'll never get this time back. It was too hot to mow the lawn.
Mike Fleiss, the producer, would be very upset by
Who?
hearing you. The producer.
What's his name?
Mike Fleiss.
How do you know that?
Because I know. I follow him on Twitter.
I said, you're a junkie.
I have never said I wasn't.
You are a hopeless junkie with this show.
I love this show.
Is it real to you?
Maybe. Some seasons are more real than others. Like Ben and Courtney, that was not real.
I have no idea who they are.
But I think Emily's quite sincere
She may be, but I
and
also...
classy. It is a flawed process. I'll give you that.
Yeah, but I think Emily is probably looking at this and saying, there's no way that I could get married to one of these guys without having a chance to have them spend time with me and my daughter and my family. Neither one of the guys has met her family, right?
Right.
So how can you propose, who in the right mind would propose without having a chance to meet the family?
Okay. I'll
Flawed.
I'll give you that.
Don't call it The Bachelorette. Call it the show that
It's
leads
flawed.
up to...
The show that's flawed.
The show that should be leading up to dating to see if you can find a guy that you can date for a little while before you get married.
That's
show.
too long of a title.
I don't care. It shouldn't even be a show. That's what I'm saying. This is not true dating.
All right, so next week on the Men Tell All, what's your advice to the men?
Now that one I probably will watch because that was that's my favorite. That's my favorite. That's my favorite episode because I want to see him come to blows. It's like a boxing match. That's a guy's show right there.
Are you serious? You would actually watch? This is my least favorite, and you want to watch that one?
Yeah, because they all have their final shot at getting some fame, and so they want to say the most outrageous things so that they can see if they can get their own show next.
I'll bet Sean doesn't say outrageous things.
That's because he's classy.
He's probably crying in his closet still.
You laugh at what you don't understand.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you sitting in the closet?
You've never had your heart broken.
I have.
I don't care about it, Sean.
Okay, all right.
So I want to see him come to blows next week. That'll be my favorite one.
Okay, so the
They ought to
finale.
do that before Super Bowl.
That would be.
Then guys would be tuned in.
Okay.
What's the percentage of women that watch this show versus men?
Probably 90-10,
Right.
95.
And I sat here instead of mowing my lawn and watched it for 2 hours with you guys.
How do you feel being part of that 5%?
I feel stupid.
I bet though that all the guys that watch it only watch it because their wives make them.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only way we can spend time with our wives.
Yeah, true that. Okay, all right.
So that's my take on it. It's flawed. It's ridiculous. How many seasons they've been doing this now?
10.
How many have stuck together?
3 couples.
3?
But that's 10 bachelors and 10 bachelorettes out of 20. So 3 out of 20.
Oh, wow. Almost 10%. What are the odds? Dudes, hey, Arie and Jeff with 1 F. Hey, you got about a 10% chance here, dudes, of really making this work. I think your odds might be better on Match.com.
Oh, don't promote Match.com.
Yeah.
Or whatever other dating website you might want to. No, but see, if I say Match.com here and you decide to post this, I may get called from Match.com and they may want to promote me as their spokesperson.
You're
Yeah,
married.
because you look like Steve Carell.
But you're married. You can't be a spokesperson for Match.com. You're married.
You thought that one through.
All right.
That's how I feel.
Okay.